Good morning. I'm out here in my garden and I thought I would give you all a little bit garden tour, but I want to show you first probably my most successful year so far that I know of in gardening. I want to show you isn't this just stunning? I've got a weed whack in between my beds, so please forgive me on that, but isn't it just stunning? It really is. All right, I have my first time ever growing sweet potatoes, and I did 2 beds. The sweet potatoes in this bed, I don't think that I have good success for sweet potatoes in this bed. This one I have a little bit better success, so we'll see how it goes. It's my first. I have Swiss chard popping up right here, and then of course I have potatoes. These are storage potatoes, nothing fancy, just good potatoes. And let's see that? Potato bugs. So I have to come out here and get some potato bugs. And there's some more potato bugs. So, but I also have and then here is some baby potato bugs right in there. So I got to come out here and get the potato bugs off, but really I've been doing that all along. Sorry about the traffic. Doing that all along, and it's doing really good. These are my carrots, and I need to thin them. And then we have sunflowers, different varieties, because every garden needs to be beautiful. It also draws in the birds, and the birds help maintain the pests. And then over here I have broccoli, and each one of my broccoli heads have broccoli floret on it. Even this little sad one that just about died. Aren't those beautiful? Anyway, I have two beds of broccoli, and each one has a floret. I'll probably come out and pick them soon and then freeze them. And then this is my green beans, and they are flourishing. So I've got to get them to all go up the trellis, but they're looking stunning. And over here you'll see these treasures, strawberries. I even have some that are ripe. Oh, yum. Oh my word. So good. I'll let that one go a little bit. I hope the deer don't come and get my strawberries. Anyway, obviously, oh my gosh, that was so yummy. Oh, I have a bug problem. Now, these are my first year strawberries, so I won't have a lot, but they'll multiply. And next year I'll do this bed over here that has cabbage in it and strawberries, and I'll have designated strawberry beds. Oh, so good. So I have green cabbage here for fermenting. Hopefully I get to ferment this year. Purple cabbage also for that. This is marigold pest reduction tool, but also for tea. So I'm trying to make some tea. And then I have beets. They're just about ready to harvest. Red beets, gold beets. You can see some of them are ready. And you don't want beets too big, because then they get woody, So you can use the beet greens. This is my basil. I've always struggled with this bed, but I'm hoping that if I designate it to one type of plant variety, that I can maybe make it so that it's not so disruptive. See this carnage? I went through and trimmed some of my branches from the zucchini summer squash that I have in there. But yeah. And then this is yellow summer squash. I don't have any babies yet, but these plants are stunning. They're huge. And then I have some indeterminate steak tomato type tomatoes that we enjoy. I don't grow a lot of tomatoes. I struggle with digesting them. And then this is anise hyssop. So I'm growing some of that for tea. And obviously I need to trim back some of this lettuce. It is bolting. This one is not bolting yet. I did trim this and harvest some, but this one is beginning to bolt, so I'll feed that to the chickens. I have baby lettuce here and pickling cucumbers. Still not very good at growing cucumbers, but I'm trying. And then over here I have zucchini, summer squash, and oh man, if I had my gloves I'd come out here and kill more squash bugs. But I have some baby zucchinis, and you all know how that happens. They just grow super fast and then you end up with giants. And then, oh, isn't this stunning? My calendula. So a little bit more will open up, and then I'll go ahead and harvest that for tea as well. Then I have salad cucumber. These are seedless salad cucumbers. I do better with digesting those. And then a romaine lettuce. This beautiful bed here that looks like a tremendous amount of weeds is all chamomile. It's beginning to all blossom. I have a blueberry rake that I've purchased, and it's going to arrive on Amazon. That I'll come and harvest these for tea. This will be a permanent bed as well. And thank you, Madeline. Over here I have dill. I've already harvested some dill and dehydrated it for seasoning. I got to do another round of harvesting for dill. And then cilantro. I've also harvested for cilantro. I've got to harvest again. I'm going to make a cilantro steak pesto. Isn't that just stunning? So far, you guys, look at that. I love my garden this year. All right, these are yellow onions. Better success with the yellow ones than the white ones. I only have a few for the white ones that came up. I've got to weed this bed. My garlic is stunning. I've already harvested the garlic scapes. I did a couple harvest rounds, and I need to weed, but I am running out of time, folks. But of course, these won't be ready to harvest till late August, late summer, early fall. All right. Now, Edward built me a raised beds that go down, and this is so I can have corn. So I tried something new with my corn. I've never had success growing corn, and that doesn't mean that something's wrong with the corn. It's more like I'm learning. And I started corn inside, and I started it too early, so I think my corn will be small, but it's really looking beautiful. And these are all spaghetti squash and acorn squash and butternut squash. But so this corn, the taller corn, you're going to see short corn, tall corn. The taller corn I started inside. This one I started seed. It's all very beautiful. So we have this walkway in between, and over here we have the other two beds. These are all sugar pie pumpkins and sweet pumpkins, and I still have squash bugs. I don't know if you guys can see that, but see that? Oh, little devils. Anyway, I just came out here and killed a bunch, and there's more. And then these are bigger pumpkins. Now, these are all first year beds, mostly doing excellent because I had leftover soil that we harvested last year from our chicken run. However, this one, where you see it's struggling for some fix, I ran out and I had to go get soil. And one thing that's interesting about soil that you buy commercially is it's most likely dead. So I've got to add some worm castings and some nutrients to the soil. No fertilizer or anything, just nutrients and some stuff that I got from Redmond's. I'll share with you guys later. But this is my garden this year. So it's just stunning. And you can see way out here, it's just a beautiful garden this year. So, yeah, I'm real excited about our future in gardening. It's looking bright. I'm telling you, having a manure collection system, chickens and livestock makes all the difference with gardening. Now I'm going to have to find somebody to buy rabbit manure for my garlic. I like rabbit manure because you can plant directly in it. It doesn't need time to break down. And because they're seeded in the fall, I don't want to put raw manure on it, chicken manure on it during the winter, because I don't want to burn the garlic bulbs. So I think I need to find some rabbit manure. And then, of course, I need to work out here. But really, just a stunning picture.